Hello everyone, welcome to another video on Spring AI. So in today's class, we will look into how to use one of the dependency, that is the Spring AI Tika document reader. So this dependency is basically to extract data. Like if we have some data from a PDF file, we can extract that data from that and use it further, right? So we'll use Explore on this. So in our previous video, so you can find that link above. I'll share it somewhere. So in that previous video, what we did was we added our the movie documents into our Postgres DB, right? But we did it through some we added manually wrote these documents, all this information, hard coded one, and we dumped it into our DB, right, into our movies table. So in today's one, what we want to try is we want to extract that data from a already existing PDF, right? So we'll have a PDF which has this movies information, right? And from there we will extract that information, and then basically we'll extract those and create embeddings out of it and push it to our PostgreSDB, right? And then out of it, then we will do our query to fetch those all the relevant data, right? So let's dive into the code directly. So if you can see in that screen, so the first thing is we have to make our dependency, right? So the dependency that we want here is the Spring AI Tika document reader. So this is the only one that we need. So other thing, all the configuration, BG vector, how we have configured it is there in our previous video. You can check it out, right? So here we'll just go into this document reader thing. So here what we have done is we have created, I'll just show you a sample. So we have created a movies document. This consists of 50 movies. So it's a Dune part 2. So I've extracted out like latest movies or past 1 year or so. So this you can do do it using Perplexity, ChatGPT, or any other AI model, right? So you can write a prompt and it will give spit out this information, right? So now I have this document. So first is I will put this document into my resources folder where we will have this document, right? Next is so if I go to this PG vector config, so in our last class we already configured one of the table, which is this movies vector data store. So here we were embedding all our the movies data which we had in our movies table, right? So now what we want to do is we want to have another vector store, which is like, say, suppose movies vector store, just give it a name. And there, I'm not creating any, like in the last class, I've created the DB from our PGadmin tool, like the console tool. Here, I'm not doing that as well. So here we will, this application, when it runs, it will initialize the schema as well, right? And the table as well will be created on the fly when we run this application. So this is the for creating our PDF vector store. So this is where we're creating the B. Next is simply we have to we have to make our controller, which will where we will code our all the information that we need. So one thing is we have to have this PDF resource. Basically this the Spring code from the package from the class path we are fetching out the movies 50 PDF file. Next is, so this is like we have talked about chat client in our first or second video in this series. So there you can check it out. So how we are configuring a chat client builder, right? So there we are using OpenAI model, right, for our LLM model. So we'll go into this next. So now first endpoint for us is the create PDF embeddings. So what we'll do is here we will where the Tika document reader comes into picture, we will extract this data from our movies PDF, and then we will push it into our vector store. So what we are doing is we are using the Tika document reader to read our PDF file, right? And then the text splitter, this is also a library from Spring AI Transformer splitter. So from this library, we are just all from the whatever. So this will have this inbuilt splitter that we have, the Spring AI. And using the splitter, what we are doing is we are splitting the file, right? So whatever PDF or movies file we have extracted, so we will split it out based on this text splitter. I have not given any. We can configure other configuration as well, like having a format content format, how we want to split it, or in the or also we can have something like what is the chunk size upon which we want to split the data, and all those. All those are there. I haven't done those. So this is basically just to get started on, right? How to use Tika document reader to do this process, right? So here we are extracting. So here, if you see, this list of document is again Spring AI's document package. So this text splitter, it does that, right? So it will convert my the file that is there. It will convert it into a list of documents. So here by default, if I go here, by default we are taking a chunk size of 800 size. So basically from entire PDF resource, the first 800 words would be our uh, 800 characters rather. So would be our first chunk. So it will be taken care of. So this is the default value that we have taken, right? So here then we are creating the embeddings here, right? So next is the relevant document, like the relevant movies document. So here it's the same as in our previous class that we have done. What's that? So we'll just call our PDF vectors to here, do a similarity search with the theme. So here I'll like any query that will be passing from our application, client application, right? So that based on this, we'll fetch top 5 documents, right? Now, so other thing is what we will do is here this separate endpoint just to see what are the relevant documents that are coming up, right, from our already from a PDF file basically. Here we are using an LLM. So to get, if we want to have one specific movie, right? So we now have 5 documents, and out of these 5 documents, we just want to have relevant information, right? So here actually, by the way, sorry, yeah, this 5 is only specific to this one, so we are not using that here. Here it's just what we will do is we will say that give only the movie name based on the based only from the context information. So because we are using LLM model here, it might use its own memory as well to fetch the movie based on whatever theme I'm giving it. So that we don't want to do. We want to fetch only from our whatever the context we have, right? We have built from our PDF, from the embeddings, from our vector store. So that is provided to you, right? So what we are doing is we're creating a system prompt, which is this, and then the advisor. This also we have discussed the question answer advisor in one of our class. So here what we're doing is this question answer advisor is basically it will set the context where it is asking a question, and then the answer should be the question is basically the theme that we have given, and the answer would be its response, LLM's response, and we are passing the PDF vector. So this is the crucial part, because here it will basically fetch the data from the vector store, PDF vector store that we have, right? And then we are passing the user message, which is the theme that we will be passing from our application, right? And then we are making the call and the content. Whatever response is, we are returning it back, right? Now, if I go quickly into the Postman, so I've already did this before because yeah. So here if I go and show you the create embedding, so this is the endpoint for create embeddings because I've already done, so I'll not go again. It takes a bit of a time because we are doing this post embedding. Then this is for relevant documents. So the other thing is this one, right? So once we have this embedding, if I run this, what I'm the theme that I'm providing here is movies based on Miami location. So I just happened through, like, I just went through on the documents. I was just checking the Miami was there. So I was, let's try with Miami location if any movie is there. So Bad Boys, Ride or Die. So it seems like the recommendation is this movie is based on Miami location. So if you go and check Bad Boys, let's see. Yeah, plot Miami detective. So something related to Miami is there. So that's why we can say. Now again, if I also use this string to fetch my relevant documents, right? Like this is basically to fetch this from the PDF amount vector store, what are the documents that I'm fetching. So here also, if I search, I should rather get Bad Boys. Yeah. So this is one of the, at least one of the chunk is where the Bad Boys is there, right? So we know like we are extracting it from our this context itself and not from its own memory, right? So this we can, yeah, we can verify over there. So maybe we can try some other New York location. Let's see if there are any movies. A Quiet Place. Okay. A Quiet Place Day One. Yeah, New York City is there. So yeah, it's able to extract information, right? As expected. Yeah. So this is what we tried to do, and it is working as expected, right? What's the intent? We were able to generate the outcome. So yeah, this is for today's session. So in the next class, what we'll try to do is we will try to combine both this, like from extracting data from PDF and embed it into our vector store, and also do some direct search, right? Where exact search, we can say, where we are directly querying some, say, suppose by the actor name or by a language or genre. And then we can, on top of it, we can also do a semantic search like this and then combine the result and show it, right? So that is basically what is called as a hybrid search. So which is very popular in this domain, right? So we'll do that in our next case. Okay. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you.